Welcome to Ketchy Nation Talk, a fan made talk show for Ketchies around the world. It's made by fans for fans. And Rocket Punch fighting, Ketchy fighting. Now, let me get you into detail what Ketchy Nation Talk is all about. And what we're going to be here is it's the little talk show that we kind of made for an app called Amino, and hopefully we'll use it for around the world now, this Catchy Nation Talk is going to be where you can be a guest if you want to. You can go on the comment section, go to Amino, and then kind of meet with us, and we'll get into that. You can give us questions too, and we can kind of answer it. And basically, there's a lot of Rocky Punch talk in this whole thing, right? And this is for the nationals, I mean international. Well, for catchies around the world, mind you. So everyone's welcome. So now, now we can get into our 5 minute introduction. So you can introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess I am the co-host then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Alex Big Brother and Akechi. And yeah, and I've been following them for since pre-debut. I think one of the main reasons is that I'm a Wolim family supporter in a way. Like I like the groups in that in Wolim, and I've been a big fan of Lovely's, Loveliness in before. So in that way, Rocket Punch is a perfect group for me. So I've been really waiting to get to find a group that I'm fully gonna stand and be part of the fandom and be active on it. So it's really nice to be in this uh, Ketchy Nation talk, um, doing this one, and yeah, I hope you listeners want to like the things that we say here and we discuss about different things. So I'm excited to to talk here. Yep, that's mine.
All right. So, well, nice to meet you, Big Brother Alex, to the
Yeah, we
Catchy
know each
Nation
other.
talk, right?
We
Yeah,
know
yeah. Of
we
course, I
know
know, but
each
I want
other.
to make sure you kind of do that. So,
Yeah,
I
nice to
guess it's
meet you
time.
too.
Yeah. So I guess it's time for me to make my introduction. So a little bit of background for myself is that I've been a K-pop fan since 2015. When it comes to Willem artists and Willem stuff, I've been a fan of Lovely's almost the same amount of time, and to get into Rocket Punch and get into the Catchy Nation fandom, I'm always supporting the Willem family, and Lovely's is one of my one of my bigger and most favorite groups out there, and for me overall, you know, I I guess you could say I have a lot of experience in terms of when it comes to being a K-pop fan. I've gone through concerts, I've gone through doing after school club, I've done through number of couple of fan stuff also, and I've also done a number of fan related stuff in my time. And what I want to bring here in terms of the Catchy Nation talk is sort of my experience, you know, my my point of view of the whole thing, and overall my love for Rocket Punch themselves. So I'm hoping within you know, this whole talk show that we have is that I can give you all that. I can give you the insights for it, and that we all gonna have fun here overall. So
Yes,
I
exactly.
believe for me, yeah. So I believe for me, for my introduction, I think that's what I want to go with. So
That's it.
yeah, I didn't want to go into more details. I don't think there's
Oh,
any
we could
more
go
details in
deeper,
that.
like in
So
the future.
yeah, yeah. The thing I would want to point out for our both our introduction is that I just want us to give our own insight or who we are before we get in here. I don't want this to be we go into a talk show, we go into this whole program, and then you don't know who we are and you don't know what our background is. And in the end of it all, I would say is that we're all fans. Like if you're
Yeah,
listening, you're a fan. I'm a fan. Big brother Alex is a
yeah,
fan. And
yeah. I'm definitely a
overall,
fan.
overall, what we want to bring into this is that everyone can join in. This is for us. This is what we can bring. Hopefully in the future,
Yeah,
who knows that maybe we can talk to other people and from different.
Yeah, I would love if there would be guests coming, and the
Yeah,
show will progress, and like you know to that it would have different things going on. So this is the first episode, so let's start.
I know, right? So it's the first episode, so we're
Yeah,
kind of
I want to start. I'm
woo.
getting, how do you say, a cabin fever, because like
Okay.
I have been isolated, like I think half of the world, or all the world, or like because of the
Woo.
situation,
Oh
and I'm
yeah,
going
it's
kind
it's
of
one of those,
crazy. So
right?
that's why it's nice to talk about K-pop that is really close to my heart, and about Rocket
Yeah,
Punch. So I'm really ready for giving my all this talk show.
all right. So I'll be the same way too. It's just I'm more chilled right now, and I don't know. It's just I'm all over the place, but I'm over here still. So I guess we can go into our main discussion. Why you would be listening to this is our Rocket Punch talk. So the thing I'm gonna do before we even get to it is let me introduce who Rocket Punch. Um, so Rocket Punch is a six-member girl group under Willem Entertainment, and um, I believe you know. Sorry if I'm new to this. I believe the leader is Yonhee. Uh, is it vocalist? Well, I can go into members. So the members starting with is Yonhee, Suyeon, Yugyong, Sohee, Dahyun, and then my favorite, Judy. I'm sorry, I have to give that little discussion there. And they debuted around last year on August 7th, 2019, with the title track Beam Bam Boom. If you ever seen the tiger and that building they have, so cool and everything. So that's Rocky Punch in its essence. So we can get to start with this discussion now. So what brought you into Rocket Punch, Big Brother Alex?
Yeah, I just want to have a little bit disclaimer at first that we might be butchering the names, because we are not sure if we how to say the member's name, but we will find it out, and maybe in the maybe in the future we will get it right. But I think you know who we mean. So, but this is just in case.
Of course, of course, of course.
Just in case someone wonders. Off and also I'm Finnish. I'm from Finland, so my dialect can be a little bit iffy sometimes. So,
It's all
but
good, man. It's all good.
yeah, but back to the business. Back
Back to
to
the
the
business.
business. It's
Back to the business.
I
Back
mean
to the
back to
business.
back to back back to the rocket punch. Is that like I said in the beginning? I was kind of waiting. I have heard a lot that there will be a new girl group with William, and I first, like many who follow K-pop, just heard that Jury, who was in a competition in Produce
Oh yeah.
48,
Oh yeah. I wish
would
it was in
would
Produce 48.
yeah, would sign with William, and that kind of gave me that you know there should be, maybe there is a girl group coming soon. You could hear some rambles and some that it will happen, because Lovelies is a group that has been already quite long time, many years. Is it like 4 or 5? So five, or something like that, and it's so so for me, it was perfect that the group, the company that I like, the artist that I like it's a lovely sister group. So it was perfect timing. I was kind of waiting, like not really getting interested about new groups. So I was kind of waiting if there's gonna be a one that I will totally fall for, and Rocket Punch
Yeah.
was the one. And
Oh, so that's fine. I
so
mean,
I've been following still the beginning, and of course, I like other groups also, but you never know what happens next. Like at the same time, I think you can like and you can stand other groups that you have before. You can't like totally forget them,
well,
but but
well,
but just like if you
yeah.
find a new group, that's cool. So
Well, here's the thing though. Here's the, for me, I'm still kind of new, and I'm not
yeah,
a full, I haven't been like following Rocky Punch since the beginning. I did watch their V Live when they did debut, but the thing is, I never followed through after that.
you were not
I've been
that
busy.
interested at
Well,
first.
there's still, but
You
I
learned
I
that.
still I still kind of looked into it, but I never followed them months on end to know who they are and their personality. Now we can all get into the discussion, right? Like for me,
Yeah,
from my point of view, is that there's ways you can learn them over time, or at least the quickest way I would say is if you go into their official what's it, official channel, not Rocky Punch channel, but the
yeah,
Punch Time.
yeah.
Punch Time is best way to actually to get a full idea of who these girls are, and mind you, they're crazy in that sense, but in a good way, of course, in a good sense.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
reality kind of.
yeah. So for me, that's my point of view right now, and that's my introduction to them. Now for me, my question to you, Alex, is like what
Okay.
brought you, like what made you want to be, a catchy, what made you want to really get into these girls? Like what is this? Like what is there a member? Is there a member that caught you on? Be like, yo, I need to I need to stand this group.
I kind
I
of.
need to support this group.
I think it was more like I haven't really had a group that I really feel like I'm interested about all the members. Like when there was the first teasers
Yeah.
about the members and so on, you were like, oh, she's so nice looking or cute or looks interesting. And then when the next one came, you say, oh, this is, you could all the time you kind of felt already that this could work, like this is gonna be a group that I'm really interested about. But I was kind
Well,
of,
yeah.
um,
I mean, I
yeah.
mean that's the thing though. But the thing here is that did any member caught you on surprise, or
Oh,
was
I
it just the
think
whole
in the
group
beginning,
itself? You know?
I think like if I like I usually get drawn to one member especially,
Yeah.
and for Rocket Punch it's Yoni or Yonhi, whatever you want to say her or spell
The
say
leader.
her
Okay.
name.
Yeah. 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 The leader. Yeah. Okay. We'll
Yoni,
just go
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Yonhi.
Like from the very first time I saw
Yeah.
her face, like sometimes you just first visually, and then when kind of a little bit about her personality, then you kind of get like really really that feeling that
So.
that she's my she's gonna be my bias,
Oh, I know.
and also also,
The
but
thing
but the
is.
main thing is that this is one of the first groups, like in years, like after Lovelies and that I kind of felt that all the all the members are really interesting, and I kind
Oh
of
yes.
I like all the members. So it wasn't like there was one member that kind of was super 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 interesting, and the other ones were not that much. So that was one of the reasons that I knew at that this is a fandom that I'm gonna like focus on, and I felt like I want to be part of it because
I
that was
mean.
just the
Yeah.
feeling that you get about like if you
The,
if you feel like these all are interesting, this whole group has a
yeah.
great chemistry and kind of like feel like they have always been together. I got that kind of feeling, and it kind of got me excited also. I think
Hmm.
at that moment I felt like, okay, I'm a Ketchy now, and I'm gonna follow this group in the, to the end of the earth. How do you say?
Well.
from the from,
Well.
from the
Here's.
beginning to the like, yeah, to follow and grow with the group. So, and it's
Well.
really cool
Here's.
to find that kind of,
Yeah. Yeah. But here's my
yeah.
question to you now. My question to you was,
Okay, so
Um,
I didn't
was it
answer the
because?
question.
Well, yes. Just answer the question if you want to, or you have questions for me. We can go and do that.
No,
So,
no, 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 no.
so the thing
What
is,
is the?
the thing here for me here is, so, did you follow Produce 48, or was Produce the
Mm,
48 is the
yeah,
reason you got into checking out Rocket Punch? I mean, of course,
yeah. I
we're gonna get
think
into all these small things. Or were you waiting for Willem to finally bring out a new girl group? So I mean,
yes.
you said it yourself.
Yeah,
You said
that
it
was a
yourself.
good
It's been
question.
years, right? Right? It's been years. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
been
like,
years,
okay, sure, right?
I knew that Suyon and Soi were also like and and Shavon, who is now in iZone, that they were in Produce 48, and
Yeah.
know jury from 48. So I knew that, I felt bad first that they're being so like, was there like I didn't find out that does Soy and Suyon has something, because Sharon got to the final. That was really nice that she got to the final and got to debut on iZone. But
Yeah.
I was like, same time I was wondering like, I hope Suyon and Sui will be, debut also in a new girl group. So I've been following that much Produce 48, maybe like a little bit like on and off, but I knew about the thing and I watched all the episodes. So, and I was following especially the Willem trainees, also Yumbi, who is also in the eye zone. So yeah, so I was kind of like waiting it to happen. So if that answers your question.
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, well, you did answer my question. Now, for me, in that sense, so I'll try to answer my own question.
Okay.
I did follow Produce 48. To me, it wasn't Suyon or Sohi. I know they were there, but the one that I was really focused on, why I even, the reason why I even checked out Rocky Punch in the first place was Judy itself.
Oh,
I kind of liked I kind of like all the Japanese members in terms of any group out there, and Judy caught my eye.
oh,
So I was looking forward to what she was gonna bring on the table. Of course, you know, her changing, moving to Woolum Entertainment. That was something I was, looking forward to see what she does. And once they finally debuted Rocky Punch, in the beginning, I kind of like what they were doing, but I wasn't thoroughly interested the whole thing. It wasn't there where I was like, oh
yeah,
yeah,
I
I need to
remember that.
support them. Now, I wasn't there to I wasn't looking forward to Willem having a new girl group. It was never in my mind because Lovely's has always been that
Mm,
group. And
yeah,
after Lovely's, it was what, Golcha, Golden Child. So
Golden
it
Child,
wasn't
yeah,
it
the boy
wasn't it
group.
was never the intention in my mind that that's gonna happen. Now, we're gonna have another discussion later on about Shewon in there, but that's in a different story, different talk, different episode.
Yeah.
Um, you know, for me here is my question here is, I think you already answered it though. Your bias is Yoni, right?
Yoni,
So
yeah, Yoni or Yoni. I don't know.
yeah,
I
so
still
why?
believe we say Yoni
Yeah,
without the
so
H, but
why?
this is a disclaimer, so don't. Yeah, yeah. So don't
Like
be
my
angry
question
if
is,
I
so how
mis
how how did she become
mispronounce.
your bias, and do you think it will
But
change
yeah,
later in the future? Like
but
that's my question.
yeah, but if I explain a little bit why she is my bias, because I like to explain these things. It's like because
Go on ahead. Go on ahead.
uh, be- yeah, because she like other members, but she also has a lot of many sides about her. Like they are really naturally also cute, but also kind of are really talented in both dancing and singing,
Yeah.
and have this funny side that you can see just naturally. All the groups has that, but it feels like it's really something that they have this chemistry that that
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah. Here, but
and
the
this
thing
kind
is,
of thing that
what?
they like to show their
Yeah,
cuteness
yeah.
and their kind of dorkiness and happiness and funny,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that kind of, as a fan, is something that you really get
Okay.
thrown into. So
Well, I'm focusing on Yonhee, your bias. Like,
okay,
is there something that she did, or was there an event, something in your memory, or something that you saw real
it's
life wise that kind of like you're like, whoa, this is it. This is
no,
why
it's
I
enough,
kind of
and
think,
Yoni is Yoni. Like from
you
this,
know,
I from the
like
first
like
moment I saw
yeah,
saw the teaser of her, I was like, that girl is special.
All
That's
right,
just me.
so
I'm like I'm so I'm like I'm usually so emotional. Like if
yeah.
there's a new group or what, I get excited. So usually the reason is like that. I think with my like I act with my heart and not my. That's how
Well,
that's how it
here's
happened.
here's the thing for me now is there any favorite scenarios or scenes or events that you want to tell the the viewers that you want to
Oh,
see Yonhi in a perfect light or in a great light or in a funny funny moment? If there's one
mm,
scene that you want to let them describe, which one would that be?
oh, there's so many like parts.
Well, you need to pick one.
Of course,
Just one.
of course, of course, you have to say that that Yoni also shows a lot of herself in
Yeah.
that idol room episode, and kind of
Okay.
maybe shows more that what's her personality like. I think all the group members had their like moment to shine, but that was one of the things that I was like, oh, I was so proud of
Okay.
her and so on.
That's I
So,
mean that's cool.
but all the time she has surprised me so many times. Like she's um she's not like she's a great leader, but she's okay if people like other members make fun of her, and she can be a little bit dorky, and she's like oh, there's so much to say about her and the other all
Hmm.
the members, but maybe we'll get to that in a later
Well,
episode, or
well,
hopefully with the guests.
well. I mean, Yonhi does have full of surprises. There's that one thing she did in the beginning of a Punch Time episode where they're doing the bouncy song and then out of nowhere she does the treble key and then afterwards it was Suyun's time to sing and then she kind of did something she kind of did a little prank to Suyun, and to me
Yeah,
that's one of the key
yeah,
traits I always see from Yonhee. That's one of the favorite things that I hope the viewers would
yeah,
get into. I'll definitely put it in the or
yeah.
definitely
It's a totally
I'll,
a
I'll
prank
definitely give it an
group
idea,
already.
or was it episode which one it is, but I know it was totally funny. That thing it was always made me hilarious
So
about that.
I'm really interested why who is your bias and why is it Yuri?
No, well the thing for me is I'm still I'm still in the middle of learning all the members in that sense, but I have a full grasp of who my bias are, and I don't try to keep myself to one. Sometimes it's uncommon for me to pick one, and I would say Judy and Suyeon, and I'm falling more into Suyeon at this point.
Oh,
It's just whatever she brings to the table. She always has an awesome
yeah,
smile. She's always laughing. She's always having fun, and she always
Syrian
has this great
energy.
vibe about it. And she doesn't mind. Like she getting pranked by the other members, or she does her own thing, and then she has her crazy cool dances, and then she has a lot of things going for her, and it's really
Yeah,
nice.
yes.
Now when you get into Judy, she brings that how do I say, she brings the AKB type of scenario into this whole thing where she has a super awesome variety personality out there, and it's a lot too. It's crazy, and it's quite addicting, even though she's fine with having fun with all the members, like one of the things that a key trait to, I don't know, I guess Ketchy's and everyone else, is that she's called the pretty egg, I guess you call it, right? Judy egg is what they call it.
Mm, mm.
And so, and there's that one episode, the latest one, or second or third latest. It's the second season of Punch Time, where they show the cell phone contacts. You had Yonhee calling Judy Princess Judy, but then when you go to Suyeon, she has the egg as an emoji. So that was hilarious.
Yeah,
She's asking
that
why I
that
want to
was
be an animal, but why am I this? So you know, of course, it's
that's
all fun
true.
and games, though.
Yeah,
Of course, you
but
can't.
I'm interested about. Did you know about Yuri already in when she was in Japan, or I didn't know about her then.
Well,
Did you know?
it's it. I I would say yes and no. Like I did know of her, but I also didn't really look into her at that time because I do look into the the J-pop, the idol scene over there. So I have an idea of the AKB48 members.
Mm.
So when I did hear about her being in, I think Team B or Team 8, I guess is one of the things. It did cross my mind at one point, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm not I'm not
So
there.
yeah.
you know.
So one thing that I want to say about Rocket Punch is that like, what we have talked before is that two other members, Zoe and Dion, they are so young. They are like still not they're babies. they are not adults at all yet. And I think Dion is 15 or 16, and so that's one thing in the group also that kind of shows also in a punch time that they are this carefree young group,
Well,
and
here's the thing.
that's one of the things that I like also, that
Yeah.
it seems that they're just having fun and
Uh.
not so much thinking about tomorrow, and that's kind
Well,
of a and
here's the
and the
thing for me.
like between
What is
Leon and
why?
Leon because they are best friends,
Yeah.
like in at school and same age, and
Yeah.
there's so many things that kind of
Well,
kind of
here's a
makes me.
here's the thing. Here's a common thing that we've seen thus far with this group. With Rocket Punch. Why are they called Rocket Punch? What did Willem want to have with this group? Like what kind of concept they're aiming for Rocket Punch. Like for me, what I see from Rocket Punch, even though we're talking about introduction still, the thing is, what I see from Rocket Punch is that there are these carefree girls. They show you a slice of life. They always having fun. Uh, they give you all these things, right? They give you that they show them as this crazy bunch of girls who have a lot of fun, who has tons of personalities, and they just kind of let them do kind of whatever they want type of thing. Whereas the opposite to that, you have like lovelies who are, I won't say too much prim or proper, but the thing is they have a little bit more they have a different more concept, I guess you could say, and they always try to bring that. How do I point it? Like lovelies is like they're it's hard to explain. Like lovelies they don't have they well, now they do kind of thing now, but it's still kind of controlled, right? Like for lovelies it's kind of controlled in that way. Like
Mm.
how do you like like what do you see of like lovelies? They have the
Um,
airy, puffy type
yeah,
of
lovelies. I
dreamy
think
type
I
of
see them
thing,
as a
right? I'm not talking about their
as
personalities. I'm
a
talking about concept wise. I'm talking about
oh, the concept.
what they bring to the table.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they have
So
like a, how do you say, a fresh, cute concept.
yeah, yeah,
It's
right.
kind
But
of
then,
something that
but
you.
but the thing is, we're
I
talking.
like them because it's some you get
Yeah.
used to it because it's the
So
same kind of concept, and I like the
yeah,
that it really familiar for me, like
yeah.
every
So
time. And now
so that's
it's
why I'm
getting a
asking.
little bit more
Yeah.
mature, but it
Well, the
suits
thing is, that's what
them
I'm
as
talking
well.
about. Like to you, what do you think of their concept? Rocket Punch. We
Oh,
were
the
giving a lot of these. We're giving a lot of contents. We're giving all these things. Is that part of their
mm,
concept, right?
not so bad with concept. I would say like
Well,
I think maybe like power teen cute crush. I don't know. It's really hard to say, but I think one of the things that a little bit like makes the concept is that they are a young group and they have positive music.
yeah.
So it's hard to say what concept they
Well,
have.
here's
You kind
here's
of
here's my
know, but how do you explain it in
here's
the word?
here's my take. Here's my take on it, right? Here's my take. So we're getting this fresh pop teen, who's rebellious in that way. But I wouldn't say rebellious. I would say like they're just very open out there. They have that. Well, I guess the theme would be like girls are want to have fun type of thing, right? They're out there. They're having a crazy personalities. They're just there to have fun. I think the concept overall is having fun. And when you see this because you see Punch Time. Punch Time is like Like really? That's what they're gonna throw out there? Like they show them drinking, you know, they show them having fun, they're having a great time, you know, they're playing hide and seek. Uh,
Yeah.
it's like all these small things, right? And it just seems like they're giving you an area of free, cool, you know, and just having fun type of thing. And
Mm.
that's what I like about this group. And even in their V lives, same thing. They're giving some sort of I guess you could say freedom to kind of be who they are, you know,
Yeah,
and
they are
have fun
doing
in the
V Live
stream,
so
right?
often.
You know,
It's
like
really.
for instance, recently we saw like Judy just comes out of nowhere to the V live, comes into the live, and then starts dancing, and then you know does their
Mm.
own thing. You know, I feel like that's
Yeah, it's
part
so
of their
natural for them.
yeah. That's why I said
That's one.
it's part of their concept. Like that's part of what who they are as a group. And I say this in a good way. I don't say this in a bad. I say it's a really really good thing. You know, and
Mm.
that's why people are starting to fall in love with this group. You know, I can go into
Yeah, I
details
think
why
big
I feel
part
like
of
this group is going to be
it is
good
the
later on. Now we can
personality of
go, but well, now when we talk about Asian stuff like that, you know, that's in a different day and a different time. Um,
the. Mm.
but the thing is, when it comes down to concept wise, it does fit, right? That they're young, their age matters on on that take, and then you know, and bouncy. Think about it, like Beam Bam Boom, bouncy. You know, you see how those songs are very, you
Mm.
know, fun, fresh, and then you know, it just
Fun,
wants you to
fresh
jump
music.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is what we kind of see with Rocket Punch, right? I just want to point out, right? That's just what I want to point out. So,
Yeah, and I really, really like that they will have that kind of feature or that kind of thing going on with them because I think it works for them, and that's one of the things that I really love them is the it's the positive and optimist thing. Like I feel there's so much in K-pop, this kind of crush music, girl crush music that is not always that positive. So that's one of the things that I love about the concept that one.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm pointing out, though. All right. Well, you know, yeah, that's Rocky Punch and stuff. Do you have any other questions that you want to bring into the discussion?
Mm. It's like I'm just that because you haven't followed them from the start. How did you like you said, did you watch like from the punch time, and that way you found out more about the members? So how did that?
Well, the thing about that is, you know, like I said, I reading you about Judy for some time already, so I had an idea. For the other members, just to find out or understand their personalities, you know, I did go into watching Punch Time. Punch Time is, you know, that's the best way to the learn who they are. You know what these girls
Hmm.
offer, and
And where
you
they
know
live.
their personality, and then you know and how they really are. You know, that's one of the things that we tend to look for as fans, right? And I found a lot of
Yeah,
good things, of course. You know, I found a lot of fun things about them, and a lot of interesting takes, I guess you could say.
and luckily also
That
William stops that so we can understand what's happening, so that's really good.
yeah, that there's that
Like for
too. You
me,
know.
I don't understand that much Korea, so or Hangul, so it's good that they are really active in that, so they kind of have resources that they put to rocket punch, and that's something that makes
Yeah.
me really happy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know. All right. I think
I'm
that's.
just
I think.
like in the end, I
I
will
think.
like say that the beginning
Yeah.
has been really nice. Like the beginning, how the rocket punch has, I
Yeah.
think the from the debut to this moment, it's been really promising, and it's
Hmm.
kind of really been fun to watch how they have improved and grown because I think there is differences between Bim Bam Boom and Bouncy and
Yeah.
also the albums Pink Punch and Red Punch. So I'm really excited to see what happens next. But I think they are really like really growing together, and I think William is supporting them the best way they want, they can, and so I have really positive feelings how they are doing now. So
Okay, I
I'm happy.
mean, well, okay, well, I'll say I do like all their stuff, their concept and stuff, and um, I think we can save all other topics for another day, and let's not go into more details, I guess. Uh, yeah, I'm like, okay, we're going a little, we're going a little too much into this already, I guess. So
Yeah,
I
I
guess we're
think
gonna, I guess we
just
can go into, yeah,
everybody should just enjoy the Rocket Punch and just
yeah,
like
yeah. Do you have any
just
closing?
I
Yeah, do
think
you have
it's
any
been
closing?
great, great,
Yeah,
great
do you have any
for
closing
this
remarks for
to
this
be really fun.
discussion? Yeah, like, do you have any closing remarks for this discussion? I'm sorry, like, I'm trying to.
No, no, no. I think in the future we can talk more about Rocket Punch and more in detail if you want. But I
Okay.
just want to say that I'm really happy how they've been since their debut and how
Yeah.
you know I have like every day I have liked them more and more and more, and now I'm full on catchy and want to be active in it. I want to
Okay.
see how the fandom grows and so on. So exciting time.
All right. Well, for me is that Rocky Punch is a growing group that are very young and they possibly have a lot of room to grow in. We've seen a lot of things about them through a bunch of content that's out there. From Punch Time to the variety shows that they've been to. So there's gonna be a lot of topics to get into for the next couple of episodes. And I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to getting to those more into discussion. So, and for me, that's my closing remark. So we're gonna get into closing talks now.
Yeah. You
So
just
anything you want to say before we close into the night of day of Rocket Talk? Oh, Ketchy Nation Talk. I'm sorry. Yeah, is there anything you want to add to this whole thing?
like to Rocket.
Well, not Rocky Punch, but anything else. This is the closing talk. Anything you
Oh, this
say
is
you want to
closing,
do,
right?
and yeah, I know
Hit the
time flies,
world
right?
with rocket punch. Hit the world with the rocket punch. That's that's what I want to say. No,
I
no,
can't go there
just
yet.
like I think there's so many good songs in K-pop now. So I just want to recommend to the listeners, of course, listening all the time Pink Punch and Red Punch albums. That's for sure. That's taken, but also Elvis has their comeback, and they
Mm-hmm.
had this B-side song called "This Is Me." I think that's a really good positive song, and that's what I've been listening now for a while. So yeah, please check them out and support them also. So
I I
yeah,
wholly
that's
wholly
my
recommend that.
final saying, and just just that it's been really fun to talk
All
our like
right.
this first Ketchy Nation talk. So I'm really waiting for the next episode. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So I will definitely agree, and that's a really great song. From Elris. This is me is the song, right? So I would definitely recommend that. That's a really good song. And there's a dance performance
so
you
do
can get
you
out
have a
there.
song that you want to recommend?
No, I'm definitely gonna go with that one. I'll definitely go with Elris. Elris is a really great group to get into at one point. That's I'll stick to that one. So for our closing end here, I guess we don't have any end. Like, we don't have a ending yet. So I'll be like, you know, oh, this Poetic signing off, and brother Alex too. Uh, Catchy Nation talk. Bye bye. So this is the end of the episode of Ketchy Nation Talk. I'm your host, Poetic, and Big Alex, Big Brother Alex. Yo, are you there? No. Anyways, this is our closing end talk. This is Poetic.